So good evening and welcome to the virtual Reading Between the Lines event. My name is Jeff Burkhardt. I'm the Executive Director here at Literacy Network, and I'm very grateful that you've chosen to spend the next hour with us in the comfort of your own home, celebrating the writing of adult learners. I was going to say something like, of all the things you could choose to do, we're glad that you're able to do this here. But this is a very unique event, and on behalf of Literacy Network staff, volunteers, and students, we're thrilled that you're here with us tonight to share in the amazing success of adult learners. I'd like to thank our wonderful sponsors that I believe you see on the screen here. Their financial contributions make all of this possible, so thanks very much to Diane Ballweg, J.H. Findorf & Son, BMO Harris, Summit Credit Union, Madison Gas and Electric, the Cap Times, Park Bank, Wisconsin Public Radio, UW-Madison, and the QTI Group. Each year, adult learners at Literacy Network are asked to submit their writing for a book. We chose the theme in January of Why I Won't Quit, and we're very excited to share some of the many stories with you tonight. Ina Hernandez is one of the learners in our program, and I did an interview with her on FaceTime earlier last week rather, and here it is.
I'm Ina Hernandez. Why I won't quit. I dream learn English to speak with other person and understand when other person speak. My goals now is learn about the QuickBook. The QuickBook, this is an accounting program. It's very important for my career. It's new for me. I have goal respect to buy my house in Colombia. I need to save money for 2 years for reach this goal. I will hard work for reach to this goal. I need believe you can do it. I need practice more English, writing, speaking, and listening. I need save money for my house. I need more time for go to school, for learn about this program, also practicing in my job. I think in 2 years, be able to speak more and understand. And in 1 year should have my house. I need continue. This important for my life. I say dreams come true.
Our students are so resilient. They're persistent, they're continuing towards their goals despite the hardships that we're facing. More than 80% of our learners are engaged in distance learning right now, which means for most of them that because they don't have high-speed internet or computers, we've mailed them books and we're following up on the phone with them to support their learning. Last week, adult learners studied 536 hours with us for an average of 2.6 hours per learner. I'm honored to also share another video with you of a different learner. Her name is Claudia. And Claudia, I've known for quite some time. She's been a student with Literacy Network for many years, and she's made incredible progress. And I'm always impressed at the progress she shows in her writing and speaking skills. Claudia is here with us, but we also have a video that she produced herself with the help of the folks at Storybridge TV. So they produced this beautiful video of Claudia, and I'm going to share that with you right now.
I am from Mexico City. When I started to learn English, I was filled with dreams. After the months passed, I told myself that it was too hard. I found it difficult to speak, read, and write in English. but with time, I improved. However, one day, due to financial reasons, and I have to stop attending my classes and focus on work. In my job, I did not have the opportunity to practice my English skills. My main motivation to go back to English class were my sons. I needed to be able to communicate with teachers, doctors, and other parents. I had the opportunity to meet tutors who were devoted to helping me. I was granted my cosmetology degree with license due to the help of volunteers. I had the opportunity to learn skills to be able to communicate with teachers in order for my sons to have success in school. My older son has a degree in nuclear engineering, and my youngest son is in a business program. Thank you to the volunteers, mentors, and tutors. They are the best things that happen in my life. Hi, everybody.
Hi, Claudia.
Hi, Claudia.
It's great to see you.
Nice to see you, everybody.
Claudia, you did a great job with this video. Thanks so much for taking the time to work with us on that.
Thank you. For me, I help everybody, and because everybody helped me, it's inspiration for me. Mentors, volunteers, tutors, everybody's. This is really also for me. It's a good change of my life.
Thanks so much, Claudia.
You're welcome.
So even though we've had to cancel our face-to-face programs for the foreseeable future, our staff have made nearly 1,200 calls and connected more than 200 individuals and families with the resources that they need over the last 5 weeks. We're also helping our learners study at home by mailing books and having individual conversations on the phone. Of the learners who were working before the pandemic, only 2% are working from home right now. 56% were laid off or have reduced hours. Becky Fabrizio is our family literacy program manager, and she's been very active in helping students continue studying remotely.
Thanks to you all for being here, especially our learners. What I wanted to share with you tonight is my experience with our learners the past few weeks. Learning English is so important to our students that they have continued to make time and make it a priority even in the face of the many overwhelming changes they have experienced during the pandemic. One of my students is making time to study English 2 hours each week, while he's also helping his 5 children with schoolwork, navigating community resources to get his family food, and seeking part-time work whenever possible. And it's truly astonishing and inspiring to me that he makes time to study English and enthusiastically talks with me each week about his assignments.
Thanks very much, Becky, for all of your hard work and support of our students, especially in this really challenging time. We have some good news in all of this challenge that we're facing right now. Because we've been connecting directly with our adult learners so regularly, we are finding that over the last several weeks, by providing direct links to community resources, there's been a significant decrease in the number of people who need ongoing help with their basic needs. We've helped 236 adults and families connect to resources during this time. In the first week of our closure, we had about 21% of those who we contacted said that they needed help applying for income assistance. But in the fourth week, only 4% needed help applying for income assistance. So our staff members have done a great job of helping to close the resource gap for many students. Also, many of our students told us that they felt very cared for and loved getting the textbooks that they got in the mail and hearing from their teacher every week. So now to talk about how we're helping our learners seek support is our Student Services Manager, Tanya Rivera. Tanya,
Thank you, Jeff. Good afternoon, everyone. First of all, I would like to thank Jeff for coordinating this amazing event, and I would like to thank the Student Services team for everything they have been doing since always, but especially in the past month since the pandemic started. Thank you, Alejandra, Frida, and Jenny, if you are hearing this message. Thank you for everything you have been doing. Also, Jeff and Caitlin asked me a week ago to write something to share with you, to share something about what the Student Services team has been doing during this time. So I'll start reading. Before the pandemic, Student Services focused on registration and re-enrollment services only. The students on their end attended their classes eager to learn, showing dedication and perseverance, sharing occasional jokes with teachers and staff, and spend time chatting after class with their friends, making of Literacy Network a special place where they can spend time together to reach a common goal, while receiving the support to move forward, learning English, becoming U.S. citizens, preparing for their GED, or transitioning to Madison College. Since the quarantine started, Literacy Network adjusted to this new reality to continue to serve the students by providing distance learning classes. Student Services on our end have contacted hundreds of students who have expressed a need for community resources. Since then, my Student Services team, Alejandra, Frida, Jenny, and I have been connecting them to access free food services, employment opportunities, financial assistance, healthcare, and legal services. We have spent hours talking to each student in the past couple of weeks. And even though these are dark times, our students continue to persevere, work hard, and do not lose hope. The resilience demonstrated by them is an inspiration to me, and I am sure the LeadNet family feels the same way. They are hardworking people who study after long shifts at work. Some of them are stay-home parents who want to set an example for their kids, and others have reached a point in their lives where they have decided to pursue their dreams regardless of age or barriers that limited them from attending classes before. And Literacy Network is a safe place where we give it all to support them through reading, writing, communication, academic advising, and by connecting them with agencies to access free services during this pandemic. I am beyond proud to say that the Literacy Network students won't quit despite the circumstances, and we are here to support them. So now it's time to introduce our next student reader. His name is Hilmer Chan, and he has been a Literacy Network student for over a year now. He actually started in level 3 and was taking also conversation group. But now, after a year, he's now registered in transitions. So we would like to share this video that he filmed with the StoryBridge team on the theme, Why I Won't Quit.
My name is Hilmer Chan. I stayed in United States by accident. I has everything I knew back in Mexico, and my intention was never to leave that behind. When my daughter was born, that's when I knew I need to stay in this country for my kids to growing up in an enriched environment where they would be able to accomplish their goals and dreams in a country full of possibilities. My dream is to see my daughters finish college and watching them pursue careers that they truly love, but also I have a personal goals that I would love to achieve. Being able to improve my English would give me the opportunity to expand my options in different fields of study. I'm not sure how long it would take because raising two teenagers with one starting college plus balance a full-time and part-time job is a challenging. Life throws a lot of difficult situations, but with perseverance and hard work, anything is possible. I won't quit because everything I do is for my family. We continue to fight, dream, and see possibilities to be better people every day.
Hi, Helmut.
Okay, yes, thank you, thank you. Yeah, thank you so much, Jeff. Thank you so much for everybody. For me, I almost a year in literacy network as the best place to be, very nice. I guess I feeling, my instructors, teacher, everybody who working there, they're giving a huge support, not just for me, for everybody, for all the students, because I able to be in touch with them about that. So my only thing is grateful. Say thank you for everybody. I'm gonna continue challenge myself and hope to continue stay in literacy network. Thank you.
Thanks, Helmut. Yes, it's great to see you, and we are so proud of all the achievements that you and all of our students are accomplishing, even despite all the challenges that we're facing right now. So it's very, very cool. So another way that we have supported the adult learners in our program is to help them understand vital information during the pandemic. Our team learned that several students didn't understand the Safer at Home order, emergency order that was barring evictions from Governor Evers. We asked our partners at Wisconsin Literacy to produce plain language versions in Spanish and in English. And these are now on our website. And we've used them in our outreach to learners as well. And we've also requested a plain language version of the emergency housing order. 82% of those students in tutoring and classes before the pandemic are now enrolled in distance learning. Our online education is not an option for most learners because they don't have access to computers and internet service. But each student who chooses to continue studying has regular personal phone contact from the staff they know and trust. Most of our students have been mailed study materials. And here to talk about how our students are continuing in their studies is our instructor and program manager, Cassie Polarski.
Okay. Hello, everybody. Like Jeff said, my name is Cassie Polarski. I am a program manager and ESL instructor at Literacy Network. Before I say anything else, I just want to say congratulations to our student speakers. They are all amazing people. I actually had Claudia as a student, and I have Hilmer currently as a student. So I just want to say hi, and you guys did a great job. So a little bit about me, just quickly. I have been with Literacy Network since 2014. I started as an intern. That's when I had Claudia in my class, actually. So I've known her for about 6 years now, which is really great. I was an intern. I'm now a full-time staff member. So I've been there for almost 6 years. Whoa. It's a long time. I love it. I love everything about teaching, and I love our students. They're, like everybody has said, amazing people and so hardworking. And it's just a joy to see them progress and achieve these goals. The reason I got into teaching English was I'm actually the daughter of an immigrant. My mother was born in Brazil. She moved here as a kid, so she is fluent in English, but her parents did not have the same experience. They had a lot of difficulty communicating. They came here with zero English, so she became the translator as a child for them. So seeing that and just seeing how much even a little bit of English language can help really inspired me to get into this. I love learning about other cultures and languages, and helping people is just one of my favorite things to do. So I'm just really proud to be part of Literacy Network, and I'm really happy you guys are all here supporting us because our students need it now more than ever. And I really just see how important literacy skills are and what a difference they can make. Some of my students in my transitions class, like Hilmer, have been with us since they were in our lower level classes, and now they're preparing for college classes because they've developed the skills they need to apply. I also see what a big difference it makes when students can finally do things for themselves, whether it's something as small as understanding a bill or something bigger like going to the doctor without an interpreter. Seeing the confidence in my students increase is the greatest joy that I have as an instructor, and it can sometimes be even more important than the content they're learning. Once someone has confidence, everything gets a lot easier, and with that confidence, our students have been able to accomplish so much more than they ever expected, and they prove to themselves, their family, and anyone who's doubted them before that they can achieve their goals and get the life they want. It's really inspiring to watch our students work and grow, and I couldn't be prouder of the place where I work.
Thank you so much, Cassie. You are a great inspiration, and I know your mom is super proud of you.
Thanks.
She tells me that a lot. So thank you so much. Thanks for all your dedication to our students. We have really changed we've had to transition a lot of our services, as most organizations have. And so we're continuing to do that as we're continuing to face some challenges with being face-to-face. And so we're trying to make some transitions in our programming, which has actually just happened in the last couple of days. And I want to turn it over now to Jennifer Peterson to talk about how we're responding to some of these emerging needs that we're seeing in our community. So Jennifer.
I'm the Senior Director of Programs at Literacy Network. I'm coming up on 8 years this summer. And I echo my colleagues in congratulating our wonderful student speakers and thanking our student services team and all of our wonderful staff. And thanks also to Jeff and Jane for their hard work and putting on this event. So looking forward to this summer, we're going to make some big changes that we think will serve our students even better. We're going to introduce Zoom-based instruction in summer 2020. 85% of our students have smartphones. We learned from surveying them, and fewer than half have computers and internet. So we'll be gearing instruction toward smartphones. We will begin to re-engage our volunteer tutors via Zoom sessions in our tutoring programs. And we will train and match our most experienced tutors first as we pilot this new mode. The Zoom virtual classroom can be accessed by a simple link sent to the student's smartphone. It will allow instructors and tutors to use video, screen sharing, visuals, multimedia, group chat, surveys, quiz games, and a virtual whiteboard that they can write on. And even more importantly, students in group classes will be able to see their classmates again. A few of them have shared that they miss seeing everyone. So we're really happy to be able to recreate that connected experience. So staff are preparing by sharing the work of learning and training each other on the tools that we've chosen, which have been vetted and piloted by a program in California and shared via the National Pro Literacy Network. So those first tools that we're going to be working with will include Zoom, Ventures Arcade, Kahoots, Quizlet, Google Classroom, and Google Sites. Staff are going to create how-to YouTube videos and plain English and multilingual PDFs to help students learn the technology in their first classes. Staff will also explicitly teach self-study skills to help students do their homework. That's not something all of our students know how to do. We take for granted that we know how to make flashcards or look up answers. Not everybody has that knowledge, so we'll help them do that. And we'll also help them kind of brush up on their job search skills for when the job market does open up again. During this time, students will still be able to submit requests for their basic needs to our student services team at any time.
Thanks so much, Jennifer. So we're continuing to grow and innovate in our strategies. I want to just thank Jennifer for doing a great job of leading our team through this really difficult time while being quarantined. So everybody has done a great job of collaborating. I want to say that our team, while we didn't know that we were preparing for a pandemic, we were actually very well prepared because we had good collaborative systems in place. And that's really in large part to Jennifer's leadership and her focus on helping to support staff and helping to continue to focus on the essential needs of our students. So I'm very proud of our team, and I want to thank everybody at Literacy Network, all the staff members, for doing such a great job through this really challenging time and continuing to help support all of our learners. So I want to share with you some of the feedback that we got when you registered. So here's what you said. There are a few of these items that I want to just share with you. Why literacy is important to you. It gives you the power to learn new things, to help you accomplish more, but also to satisfy your curiosity about the world. It's because literacy is highly correlated with fighting poverty. We absolutely see that all the time. Literacy is a basic right of all people. It helps people find and keep good jobs, helps them be better parents, be healthier, feel better about themselves. It's a virtuous cycle. And sorry for the size on this one. Supports learners to help them achieve the work and live life goals to make them feel better about themselves, help their families, and enable them to grow in their jobs and education. This person says, I've seen many people in my life, personally and professionally, struggle with dyslexia. Also, I have friends who are refugees who struggle with learning our language, and it has made all the difference on their ability to find jobs and stay employed. And the last one here, as an ESL learner, not knowing how to read or write in English limited me from knowing how to make requests, understand immigration paperwork, and having to use translators. I was even unable to order my own food at restaurants too. Literacy opened those doors for me. This is a common challenge for many people in our community, and I'm glad LitNet can open the doors of communication for everyone. So thank you all so much for your comments about the importance of literacy. You all get it. And we're so excited to see how many people have joined us here today under these very strange circumstances. But we're very excited to share with you some great news about what we're doing and what we're looking forward to. So I want to thank you so much for joining us this evening. Of course, thanks to all of the wonderful sponsors, the silent auction contributors, and our amazing tutors, donors, and board members. And of course, all the adult learners who we're here to serve and who make all of this possible themselves. So many of you here have shown such incredible dedication to the hopes and dreams of adult learners. Many of you have been partners with us for several years. You've gotten us to this point where we can continue to serve the adult learners at a high level through this pandemic. And we know how important those connections really are. We know that literacy is the key to access to so much in our society, and it's linked to every opportunity imaginable. Of course, better jobs, to children's education, access to healthcare, and each of the learners in our programs comes with stories of overcoming obstacles that they face. We provide individuals the support that they need to not quit. We know that 1 in 7 adults faces literacy challenges every day in our community, and that's 55,000 adults. We want to thank all of you for making a commitment to helping to supply the support that is necessary for the adult learners in our programs. I want to thank our creative and committed staff members who continue to innovate as we learn about the evolving needs of our students. We're extremely grateful for your time this evening to hear more about Literacy Network, the time that you've spent in meeting the adult learners that we serve, and just to experience the joy of learning. Our stories keep our staff, our volunteers, and our donors motivated and moving forward in a shared mission to ensure that every learner has the chance to make progress in their lives. We hope that you'll share the stories of our learners as well. Maybe you have somebody in your life that is looking to do good work, somebody who needs services. Tonight's stories will be available on our website and our YouTube page, and we'll also link to our Facebook page. All of the stories that were written by adult learners in the compilation, Why I Won't Quit, are going to be available on our website next week. And we'll share with you the information about that. So there are many more stories than the ones that you saw today. And of course, special thanks to Lena, Claudia, and Hilmer for doing such a wonderful job of telling their stories, and to the great folks at StoryBridge who donated their time to this project to make these stories possible. We want to thank you again for being a part of this very special evening. We hope that you are safe and healthy, and we look very much forward to connecting with you again in the very near future. Thanks everyone for being here with us, and I hope you have a great evening. Bye-bye.